Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Now the NFL's leading rusher a season ago, Josh Jacobs.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
This defense for the Bears, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. 3rd and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Chewed up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and rambled.
And just the 3rd play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3 and out and did just that. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going up top. And that is incomplete. Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
You look at this Bears defense.
They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Back to throw, O'Connell.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, and they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
And O'Connell now to throw.
Knocked away and incomplete.
Maybe that's a little grab, a little hand follow, but any means necessary on 3rd down. He was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
Fields now to throw.
They'll roll him out right.
That's complete right side to Komet.
A huge play there for Chicago. 46 yards.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking the secondary. No beating around the bush with this crew. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there because normally you build up to the big shot, but not in this case.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The Bears at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
A man who led the league in yards per carry last year, it's Khalil Herbert.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
They'll run here with Herbert.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears.
Khalil Herbert, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bears will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on a short touchdown run.
And Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Looking deep for Adams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
The Pro Bowl wideout Devontae Adams, his intended receiver.
And that'll bring up 2nd down.
You look at this Bears defense.
They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call it. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Here comes Cohen. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A great return there. Bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center because, remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Fields flushed out right. His throw incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
To the sideline and incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
They've had it twice. They punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
Third and long, O'Connell now.
And got his man complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0. Audie Ace. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Here's O'Connell. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now O'Connell. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
To throw here, O'Connell. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off, and the Bears are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Meanwhile, Fields throw there, complete to Mooney.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Powerful running. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, a run with Herbert.
There he goes, left side. And he gets us one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
76 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I think I like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Fields on first down. Throws the out route and finds Claypool. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Not quite enough to get into the end zone, but what a nice play there. He makes the catch, tries to turn upfield and get to the pylon, but doesn't quite get there. But they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal from very short range.
Fields going to hold on to it.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Justin Fields
with his 16th touchdown of the year.
And the Bears have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make the score 13-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
And Jacobs is going to have a Raiders first down as the tackle made up around the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Throwing, O'Connell.
Now they go screen. It's complete.
Now he's loose at the 40.
And down to the 28-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Here's O'Connell looking to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
O'Connell from the gun on 3rd down. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Carlson is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that we're going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here this first half. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
They'll run with Herbert.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
93 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. 2nd and 10. Now it's Fields.
Flush to his right.
That'll be caught. It's Scott.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
Here's Fields.
And he will find Scott on the right side, complete. Touchdown, Bears!
Tyler Scott
with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Marr on for the extra point. And it's 21-3. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert.
Shelling through the defense, and he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
More the motion man right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Herbert making a nice play there, coming off a 700-yard campaign, despite making just 1 start in 2022. Played a big part in the Bears becoming the 5th team in NFL history to rush for 3,000 yards in a season.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A good pick up there at 22. Whatever the discussions were at halftime in trying to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They're really locked in on offense.
Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Back to throw, Fields.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Cohen will take it in. Touchdown, Bears.
And maybe that's the... They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away.
Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, That's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw certain
He's got a man complete. It's a big play there for Vegas.
And even 40 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Now it's O'Connell.
He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
O'Connell working from the gun.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
Jacobs going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
O'Connell's going to sneak it.
And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now, that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only 2nd down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed them back and set up 3rd down.
They'll run with Jacobs.
What a stand so far defensively. And now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. They haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different?
Touchdown! Davante Adams. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Raiders are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And this is up and good. It cuts the lead to 28-10 now. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line.
Herbert once more. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB.
He gets away from 1, and he's taken down inside the 30. Team yards that time and a first down on the keeper.
So finally, at this stage of the game, he lets his legs carry him for a big-time first down. But I think this is all set up by his eyes throughout the game. He's been taking it all in as he's watched this thing unfold. And finally, the eyes carried the legs and took him downfield.
You're right. His longest run of the game waited until the fourth quarter, and maybe that lulled the defense to sleep a little bit.
Fields.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown Bears.
Cole Kmet,
28 yards.
and the Bears add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Out of the shotgun, here's O'Connell.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Kaiser White, the former safety, gets the sack.
This offense so far on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Operating from the gun, O'Connell. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lost one bit. If the Oilers want to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Shrugs him off. Oh, he faked him with a juke. Now he's got some room. Touchdown, Chicago. He returns the punt 64 yards on the score.
And the Bears start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On first down, they go with Jenkins again. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Fakes the handoff. Now O'Connell to throw. Lets this go for Renfro downfield.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown Raiders. Hunter Renfro, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Raiders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be utterly happy with their execution overall.
There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Fields to Kmet there for a Chicago first.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Chandler Jones so quick. He was the one that got in to stop that one before it got started. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
To throw is Fields.
Eluding the pressure right.
That's complete to Mooney.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Herbert powering up the middle. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 156 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally cough it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that, going back and watching tape and being able to say we were that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but as you say, still comfortably in command.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
No gain on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. To throw on 3rd down. O'Connell looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. They'll go for it. O'Connell. That is incomplete.
They had to go for with such little time remaining. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
That's complete to his running back, Herbert.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I